Golf claims to be a gentleman's game, but today we're counting down the 20 wildest moments ever caught on camera, when order shattered and pure chaos took over. From impromptu fan carnivals and jaw-dropping player antics to viral meltdowns, mind-blowing controversies, and even rule-bending scandals, each entry on this list rewrote what you thought was possible inside the ropes. And just when you think you've seen it all, these stunts, shocks, and showdowns keep turning up the intensity, all ranked from the simply unbelievable to history-making mayhem. So, which jaw-dropping incident landed at number 1? Let's kick off this countdown at number 20, where golf's stuffy reputation meets an absolute party. Number 20 kicks off with Andrew "Beef" Johnston's wild ride at the 2016 Open Championship. Royal Troon, usually a cathedral of quiet, turned into a carnival the minute Beef stepped on the tee. Fans waved homemade hamburger signs, and the chant of "Beef, Beef" echoed across the Scottish links on every hole, something you never see at a major. For once, it wasn't about the leaderboard or perfect swings. It was about a regular guy connecting with the crowd, turning golf's stiff upper lip into a full-on party. That week, Beef's personality went viral, and the sport's old guard just had to sit back and watch the fun. Number 19 brings the spotlight to John Daly, golf's original party crasher. It's 2017, and Daly is barefoot, cigarette hanging from his lips, holding court at an exhibition. Instead of a tee, he balances his ball on a full beer can, takes a mighty swing, sends the ball flying, and then, without missing a beat, chugs the beer. The crowd goes wild, and the video racks up millions of views in hours. Only Daly could turn a driving range stunt into a viral sensation, cementing his place as the sport's ultimate showman. No rules, no dress code, just pure, unfiltered Daly. Number 18 drops us into the mud, literally, with Tom Kim's unforgettable slip at the 2023 PGA Championship. While searching for his ball near a marsh at Oak Hill, Kim lost his footing and disappeared into the muck. Seconds later, he popped up caked in mud from head to toe, looking less like a tour pro and more like a creature from the swamp. The broadcast booth erupted in laughter, and Kim himself couldn't stop smiling, turning embarrassment into instant internet gold. For once, the viral star wasn't a fan or a streaker. It was a rising pro showing every golfer that nobody's immune to a truly messy day. Number 17 throws us right into the heart of Phoenix party chaos. It's 2023, at the WM Phoenix Open, and a mullet sporting fan decides the 16th hole isn't wild enough. He bolts onto the green, grabs the flagstick like he owns the place, and sprints past stunned security before cannonballing straight into the pond. The crowd erupts, the cameras catch every second, and just like that, he's arrested and banned for life, but not before becoming a viral legend. Tournament officials scrambled to tighten security after that, but the footage lives on, proof that at the Phoenix Open, even the fans can steal the show. Number 16 delivers a jaw-dropping breach of etiquette at the 2021 Scottish Open. As Rory McIlroy and Jon Rahm waited on the tee, a spectator strolled up, calm as you like, and plucked an iron straight out of Rory's bag. For a few stunned seconds, nobody moved. Caddies, players, security, all frozen by the sheer audacity. Only when the man tried to walk off did officials react, ejecting him and launching a police investigation. No one was hurt, but the incident exposed just how vulnerable even golf's biggest stars can be. Afterward, the tour scrambled to tighten perimeter security and assign bag guards to top groups. If you thought streakers were wild, this was another level. Proof that sometimes the real chaos comes from the crowd. Number 15 delivers the Ryder Cup's most unlikely hero. Hazeltine, 2016. David Johnson, a fan in the crowd, heckles the European team for missing a short putt. Instead of brushing it off, Justin Rose and Rory McIlroy hand him a putter, toss a $100 bill on the green, and challenge him to do better. With thousands watching and cameras rolling, Johnson steps up, lines up the 12-footer, and, against every odd, drains it dead center. The crowd erupts, the US team celebrates like they just won the cup, and Johnson walks off with instant legend status. For one shining moment, the heckler became the hero. Number 14 marks the moment golf's chaos turned deadly serious. At the 2018 Ryder Cup in France, Brooks Koepka's drive veered left off the tee and struck spectator Corinne Ramon in the face. The impact fractured her eye socket and left her permanently blind in one eye. A life-changing injury, all caught on international broadcast. Ramon's cries echoed as medical teams rushed in, and the aftermath set off a wave of lawsuits and soul-searching for the sport. Tournament organizers settled out of court and immediately overhauled safety protocols. More warning signs, stricter crowd control, and mandatory player alerts before every shot near the galleries. Koepka was visibly shaken, calling Ramon after her surgery and admitting the moment haunted him. In a game where wild usually means streakers or viral meltdowns, this was a gut punch, a reminder that sometimes the stakes are heartbreakingly real. Number 13 ignites the Ryder Cup rivalry like nothing before. Brookline, 1999. Team USA is mounting a furious comeback, and Justin Leonard faces a 45-foot putt that could all but clinch victory. He drains it, and in an instant, the green is overrun, not just by players, but by caddies, wives, and families, all celebrating before Jose Maria Olazabal even gets his chance to tie. Cameras capture the chaos as stunned Europeans look on, their fury matched only by the roar of the crowd. The breach of etiquette sparks a firestorm. Was this passion or pure disrespect? That single moment rewrote the unwritten rules, fueling a rivalry that still simmers decades later. Number 12 drops us into one of the most jaw-dropping rule protests golf has ever seen. It's the third round of the 2018 US Open at Shinnecock Hills, and Phil Mickelson's patience finally snaps. Faced with a lightning-fast green and a runaway putt, Phil does the unthinkable. He chases after his still-moving ball and whacks it back toward the hole, right in front of the cameras. Under Rule 14-5, that means a two-stroke penalty, but the real drama unfolds off the course. Should he have been disqualified for a serious breach of etiquette? Phil shrugs off the outrage, telling reporters, "I know the rules. I took my 2 strokes." The footage instantly goes viral, splitting fans and pros down the middle. Was it a calculated protest or just a meltdown for the ages? Number 11 lands us in the heart of Augusta, where Tiger Woods became the center of golf's first true trial by television. It's Friday at the 2013 Masters. Tiger's approach on the 15th hole hits the flagstick and spins into the water. He takes a drop, but not from the original spot. He admits after the round he moved back a couple of yards for a better angle. The twist? TV viewers spotted the infraction before officials did. Overnight, social media explodes, and by Saturday morning, Augusta's Rules Committee is reviewing footage and Tiger's own words. Instead of disqualifying him for signing an incorrect card, they invoke Rule 33-7, granting a 2-shot penalty, citing the committee's initial ruling and the extraordinary circumstances. The fallout? A firestorm over whether stars get special treatment, and a new era where every shot is subject to the court of public replay. In the 10th place, Tiger Woods finds himself deep in the Arizona desert at the 1999 Phoenix Open, staring down a half-ton boulder wedged against his ball. The rulebook says anything not fixed to the ground, a so-called loose impediment, can be moved, no matter the size. So Tiger's caddy calls in a swarm of fans, and together they roll this 2,100-pound rock out of the way, all within the rules. The crowd loses it, Tiger makes birdie, and the footage instantly becomes legend. The moment was so surreal, the PGA Tour had to clarify what counts as assistance and movable objects in future rulings. Sometimes, golf's rules aren't just weird, they're made for highlight reels. Number 9 delivers heartbreak at Whistling Straits, where Dustin Johnson's shot at his first major vanished in a cloud of sand. It's the final hole of the 2010 PGA Championship. Johnson's drive lands in what looks like a patch of trampled dirt outside the gallery ropes. He grounds his club during a practice swing, not realizing the local rule sheet classifies every sandy area on the course as a bunker, no matter how beaten down or far from the fairway. After finishing his round, Johnson is told he's getting a 2-stroke penalty for breaking Rule 13-4. Just like that, he's out of the playoff and loses a shot at $1.35 million. The footage of Johnson's stunned face says it all. Sometimes, golf's wildest moments hinge on a single line in the rulebook. 8th place goes to a heartbreak that every caddy dreads and every golfer fears. It's the final round of the 2001 Open Championship at Royal Lytham, and Ian Woosnam is just 2 shots off the lead. He birdies the opening hole, momentum building, when his caddy, Miles Byrne, suddenly realizes there are 2 drivers in the bag. That's 15 clubs, 1 over the limit, and the penalty is immediate. 2 strokes right off the top. Woosnam's shot at the claret jug unravels before his eyes. Byrne gets fired on the spot, emotions boiling over on live TV. The story doesn't end there. They eventually reconcile, but the damage was done. This is the cautionary tale every player and caddy remembers. One tiny oversight, and a major dream slips away. Number 7 drops us right into the sandstorm of Patrick Reed's 2019 Hero World Challenge. With cameras rolling, Reed takes 2 practice swings in a Bahamian waste area and, on slow motion replay, clearly moves sand away from his ball to improve his lie. The rules say you can ground your club in a waste area, but you absolutely cannot shift sand to your advantage. TV replays catch every grain, and the 2-stroke penalty is swift. Social media explodes, and Reed's reputation, already shadowed by college controversies and Ryder Cup drama, takes another direct hit. The footage loops on every highlight show, cementing Reed's place as golf's most polarizing rule bender. When the cameras are watching, nothing stays buried for long. Number 6 serves up a meltdown every golfer can relate to. It's the 2015 WGC Cadillac Championship at Doral, and Rory McIlroy, usually the definition of composure, absolutely loses it after a botched shot. Without a word, he flings his 3-iron straight into the lake. No hesitation, just pure frustration. The moment is instantly immortalized. Tour officials fine him. Donald Trump fishes the club out for a TV stunt, and the internet turns Rory's club toss into a viral meme. For weeks, the GIF is everywhere. Proof that even the best in the world have days where the only answer is to launch your club into the drink. No greens were harmed, but Rory's outburst lives forever online. Number 5 ignites a level of meltdown rarely seen on the professional circuit. It's the 2019 Saudi International, and Sergio Garcia, already frustrated with his round, takes his anger out on the course itself. Over the span of just a few holes, Garcia drags his putter and scuffs up not 1, not 2, but 5 separate greens, leaving visible scars in front of players, caddies, and cameras. Officials are tipped off by other competitors, and Garcia is hauled in and disqualified for serious misconduct, a penalty almost unheard of at this level. The fallout is instant. Garcia is forced into a public apology tour, while fellow pros and fans call his behavior indefensible. For a veteran with a major title, this wasn't just a bad look. It was a line crossed that forced the tour to draw a new boundary on player conduct. If you thought club throws were wild, this was next-level destruction, proof that even golf's patience has limits. Number 4 detonates the myth that golf is always a polite, buttoned-up affair. It's 1997 at the Phoenix Open, and Tiger Woods is staring down the par 3 16th, already a rowdy outpost, but nothing like what's about to happen. Tiger pulls a 9-iron, takes aim, and sends the ball soaring. 2 hops, and it's in for an ace. The eruption isn't just loud, it's seismic. Fans hurl beer cans and cups onto the green, turning the stadium hole into a mosh pit. Broadcasters can barely keep up as the roar echoes for miles. That single shot did more than add to Tiger's legend. It flipped the script on what golf crowds could be. The 16th hole's wild identity was born right there, with Tiger at the center and the cameras rolling. Attendance at the Phoenix Open would skyrocket, and every year since, players and fans have tried to recapture that raw, electric chaos. If you thought golf was immune to party culture, this was the moment that proved otherwise. Coming to the top 3, Sam Ryder's hole-in-one at the 2022 WM Phoenix Open unleashed a scene that instantly redefined golf's wild side. The moment his ball disappeared into the cup on the infamous 16th, the stadium erupted, not just in cheers, but in a tidal wave of beer cans and bottles raining down from every direction. Thousands of projectiles turned the green into a sparkling, sticky mess, forcing officials to halt play for nearly 15 minutes while crews scrambled to clear the chaos. The footage went viral in real time, racking up millions of views as the world watched golf's most orderly sport descend into pure party madness. Tournament organizers had no choice. By the next year, cans were banned on the 16th, a direct response to the spectacle that Ryder's ace created. The Phoenix Open had always flirted with the edge, but this was the day the edge fought back, and safety finally had to step in. In second place, the Ryder Cup rivalry explodes in a way nobody saw coming. It's 2023 at Marco Simone, and the tension on the 18th green is already sky high after Patrick Cantlay drains a clutch birdie. That's when Joe LaCava, Cantlay's caddy, and Tiger's longtime right-hand man, starts waving his hat right in Rory McIlroy's line, mocking the European crowd. Rory and his caddy demand space, but LaCava stands his ground, sparking a heated verbal exchange that boils over even as the teams leave the green. Minutes later, in the parking lot, McIlroy's still fuming. Video catches him shouting, "That can't happen. That's a disgrace," at Jim Bones McKay, with teammate Shane Lowry physically bundling Rory into a car before things go further. The footage goes viral overnight. No punches thrown, but the line between passion and all-out chaos is paper thin. For a sport obsessed with decorum, this was team golf at its emotional limit, caught on camera for the world to dissect. And finally, in first place, the President's Cup delivers golf's ultimate line-crossing moment. It's 2019 at Royal Melbourne, and Patrick Reed's caddy, Kessler Kerrane, has had enough of relentless heckling. As Reed's match ends, Kerrane jumps off the cart and shoves a fan. No punches, but enough to spill a beer and send shockwaves through the sport. The PGA Tour acts fast. Kerrane is suspended for Sunday's singles, leaving Reed to play the finale without his right-hand man. That's never happened before. Not at the President's Cup, not at the Ryder Cup, nowhere. All of it caught on camera, broadcast around the world. The debate explodes. How far is too far when fans cross the line? For a sport that prides itself on decorum, this was a live, televised meltdown, physical, unprecedented, and a permanent stain on golf's gentlemanly image. No caddy ban has rocked a team event like this, before or since. From Beef Johnston's fan-fueled carnival at number 20 to the unprecedented caddy suspension at number 1, this countdown proves no sport is immune to chaos when the cameras are rolling. Across all 20 moments, we saw a clear pattern. Golf's so-called decorum is constantly tested by viral antics, rule-bending, emotional meltdowns, and the explosive energy of crowds, especially when tradition collides with modern media. Some entries, like the Phoenix Open's beer can showers, or a spectator calmly stealing Rory's club, highlight just how unpredictable tournament golf can get. Others, like Sergio's green destruction or the eye injury at the Ryder Cup, expose the real risks and consequences when things go too far. What united these wildest moments? Each was caught on camera, instantly shared, and impossible to hide. The list shows, in today's game, no misstep, comic, controversial, or catastrophic, stays secret. Golf's wild side isn't just a rumor. It's documented, replayed, and now, part of the sport's living history.